Good morning. My name's Steve McRae. I'm the CEO and one of the founders of Aurtra. We're based in Brisbane, Australia, which I guess accounts for the slightly different accent that you might pick up here. What we do is we bring IoT and big data to transformers, or transformers in electrical networks. Just before I go through the slides, I should point out that we have already penetrated 60% of the electricity networks in Australia, and a lot of those companies are now looking to place their second orders for a broader rollout. So the technology is real, it's operating today, and it comes from a 15-year R&D effort through some of the universities down there. So, IoT and big data, but what does that really mean? What we're doing is we're using low-cost remote monitoring or sensors in the oil of the transformers themselves, capturing information on the temperature, the load, the water content inside the transformer, transferring that back to through the cloud to a whole set of algorithms that will tell you about the state of health of the transformer. It will tell you about it provides asset life analysis and all those type of things. So as I mentioned before, we have very strong IP. It's come from 15 years of R&D at 2 of the universities down there, and we took the technology out about 18 months ago. Strong set of patents, and really more importantly, a strong set of data sets already. One of the overwhelming pieces of feedback from our customers have been the ease of installation. We're talking literally 30 minutes to maybe 60 minutes to where the utility can then be assessing the state of that transformer, so very easy. We use a SaaS business model, including a lifetime warranty, but really most importantly the ROI that is being driven because of the disruptive pricing model and just the general benefits that can accrue is very high. So what's the problem we're solving? If you put this graph up there for every country in the world, it would be almost similar. We have in the US and Australia, we have aging transformers, we have aging networks. And if through better management, if through visibility, you can actually delay the replacement of those transformers by 5 or 10 years, then that is golden, and that's what effectively drives the whole basis for the product. So, in this example here in the US, there's about 300 billion of capex that needs to go into replacing transformers in the next 20 years. So that's a lot of money, right? And if you can delay that by 5 or 10 years, if you can delay that 10 years, that's 140 billion of avoided capex. So very, very strong economics. What's our success to date? As I said, over 60% of the networks in Australia now use the product. All of those customers have been through the trial stage, have placed their first orders, and now contemplating a second order for broader rollout. So we're quite proud of that, because sometimes, as we all know, utilities can be a little slow on the uptake in some cases, but they have moved really quite aggressively. And the 2 or 3 key benefits has been the monitoring of troublesome transformers that are already wet. Certainly asset management has been one of the factors, and increased visibility and use of asset management, and as I said, very strong ROI. So what's the ask? And I know there are a number of different types of companies in the audience, but for the utilities, we're looking for so part of this exercise is actually moving to the to the US marketplace quite aggressively. We're looking for trials, maybe up to 10 units for the inner utility. Renewable energy developers, which is again another application area because the energy flows are changing. People need to understand exactly how those transformers that have been there for a long time are going to react. And then the energy product companies that we have in the audience, we're interested in talking to your product management people. We will be doing a Series B round in the around the first quarter, second quarter of next year. So that's Aurtra. Do we have any questions?